Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we're going to be checking out some more like interface mods rather than actual gameplay mods. Some of these are in Create a Sim, some of these are even in your worlds, and I also did pull some map overlays for your game just to make it a little bit more realistic when playing. I definitely cannot play The Sims without these mods, so today we're going to be checking out some of my must-have mods for, I guess, mainly your interface. I don't even know how to say it, so let's get into today's mod review and see if you would download these into your Sims 4 game. Okay, so we're in cast for a reason. I normally don't do cast videos, but for this video, we are in cast. So number one, you'll probably notice, why do I have 5 traits? There is a mod out by Mizorayuki and the Pancake that basically lets you have more traits in your game. So we have 5 here. This is the most you can get, but I just feel like it adds more to the game because you can have more traits in your game. I feel like 3 is way too little. So to have 2 more, you definitely are able to choose some more traits, and especially if you have traits in game, which I probably should have added, you can basically download more traits into your Sims 4 game so you can have more options, you know, for your gameplay instead of just having the ones that the Sims have. You'll also notice that if I click on my Sim, I moved my camera, but we have more columns. And if you play on a big monitor like I do, I play on a 27-inch monitor, you will be able to actually see it more clearly. They have, I believe it's like 3, 4, and 5 is what they have on their website. This is by the same creator for UI Cheats. But basically, you are able to have more columns. So it's a lot easier to see in your game. So the other thing that I wanted to cover before we leave cast is you'll probably notice that my sim has not moved since we've been in here, and that is also another mod. It is the standstill mod. Basically, your sims will just stand still. And this is perfect for me because I know there's a lot of people out there that like Create a Sim and they could spend hours in it. I do it too. I'm guilty. I could spend my entire life in Create a Sim before I ever touch the game. And I just don't like it when they're moving around and I'm trying to get outfits together. So they just will stand still while you pick out their outfits and just, stay there like they're mannequins. So until you decide to go into the game after 2 hours of being in Create a Sim. But anyways, we're gonna go into the next part of this mod review. Now that we've exited Create a Sim, I wanted to show you guys this screen because you may notice something different, and that is the font in my game. Yes, that is correct. There are now fonts you can download on The Sims, and this is also from, I'm pretty sure, the Pancake and Mizorayuki. They have 2 different fonts. I picked this one, but it's for the entire game. So your Sims can have a completely different font in game. As you can see, like it looks so much better. The next thing I wanted to show you is the All Worlds Are Residential mod by Zerbu. This one's one of my favorites because it makes all worlds residential. So you can see literally all the worlds that you have in game, from the oldest world to the newest world. But as you can see on their map, we have Salvadorada, we also have Granite Falls. You can still access these worlds through vacations, but it is nice to be able to click on it if you maybe wanted to make one of these worlds a residential lot. Maybe you want to buy, a lot for a log cabin. You can make it to residential and it will pop up here. But I like it a lot just because I like to see all the worlds and not just, it be separated. But the next one we're going to go into, as you probably noticed from Granite Falls, this little map overlay. This is from 20th Century Plum Bob, and they have it for literally all of the worlds. So like from Willow Creek to updating it to a more, kind of 2024 look. It feels like you're in the world when you're just in, I guess, like the world map for it and not in or live mode. It just feels like you're actually in Willow Creek and not, I don't even know how to describe the last world. It just was not it. Like, I understand it was the first world in The Sims, but even like Oasis Springs got a nice update. So like we all know that Oasis Springs is not all desert. So it's nice to have some of these like lots be placed on like a grass, a grass like foundation, I guess, instead of like it all being sand. But this one just, again, makes it feel like you're in Oasis Springs before you actually get into Oasis Springs. I'm going to show you some of my favorite ones, but there are plenty more that you can check out. Windenburg's also a pretty nice one too, I feel like. It just, even the water is so realistic, and you've got the little, like, the dragon from, like, if you hover over, like, Windenburg, you'll have, like, the little, like, dragon and little nice Easter eggs, throughout these map overlays. But they also have one, the Sulani one is also pretty cool too. It just, you can see the coral reefs. You can just, I don't even know. I have no words for this one. This is like blew me away when I first saw saw it, but again, it makes it 10 times more realistic before you actually get into your game. The Glimmerbrook one is also updated too. I feel like this one definitely adds in a lot. You even see the little like mystic, like, you know, portal thing to the spellcaster world. I forgot what it's called, but I will say I was disappointed with this pack with the world. We got 5 lots and it's not the greatest world, so having this map overlay definitely makes up for the lack of lots we got with this pack. And then the Toomerang one just came out, and this is how this one, oh, I do not want to be anything. This is how this one looks, and I think they did really, really good with this, with just capturing the detail from the new world, but also, again, the water is insane. I don't know how they make them, but they definitely do a great job in making these map overlays. So definitely go check out 20th Century Plumbob to see more of the map overlays. I'll let you guys look and kind of get blown away by the absolute art of this map overlay. But moving on to the next mod, we're actually going to go into Sulani because the next mod is a no blur in distance. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, she's definitely not dressed up for Sulani. Let me get her in like a bathing suit, but I don't know if you guys have ever noticed The Sims and how it's kind of blurry sometimes. Well, oh, we got some dolphins. Well, with this mod, there's like no blur in the distance. So I can't show you a before, but I can show you the aftermath of it. If you go into your Sims 4 game without it, you'll be able to see that there are certain, even when you click on tabs, that you can't see it in full. But with this mod, again, by Missouri Yuki, it basically lets you have no blur in your game. I like that a lot better. Before I leave from the no blur, let me show you with the fonts. If you click on like the oven or something like that, you can definitely see that you have the fonts right here. I think it looks 10 times better this way. I don't know how I ever played The Sims without these fonts, but it makes it so much more aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's pretty much it to today's mod reviews. Thank you all so much for watching today's mod review. I know it's a little bit different from what I normally do, but I definitely did want to cover these mods because for me, they're like little mods, but they improve your game so much, and sometimes you get so used to them that when they're not in your game, you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So definitely these are 7 mods that I cannot play without. I highly recommend checking them out and putting them into your game if you don't have them already. I'm sure a majority of Simmers do know these mods, but if you don't, these are definitely, you know, little mods that will help you a long way within your Sims 4 gameplay. So if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to turn on the notifications so you never miss another Sims 4 video like this on my channel. But with that, I will see you on Monday for another exciting mod review.